What's up, everybody? All right, I want to do a little beginner tip. I kind of look like hell. I'm sorry. I've been doing work all day. Another huge thing that I see in my beginner students, once we start navigating into using different fingers, if we're doing like happy birthday or whatever it is, especially when we get into two-note power chords, there's two motions that are both very difficult. Now, one is just the squeezing motion without the death grip that we talk about, all right? The pinching motion, getting your thumb behind, and I know I keep doing this motion, I'll keep doing it too. Your thumb behind here, and you're basically pinching the guitar, all right? Like that, right? You're not, and the guitar sits right here. You're not death gripping it. If I were to do this, right? Just like my thumb is like right behind my middle finger. If I grip it and put my thumb up here and don't have any space under here, it's like impossible for me to do that, all right? So that's first. The other motion, strength, kind of the two different positioning or two different movements, I guess, happening at the same time is not just pressing down, but pressing outward. Okay, so what I mean by that is your fingers, you could easily, if you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, they're not too spread apart. Some people start moving these up. That's how I'll have my beginners do it. They'll start moving their fingers up. The goal is to not really move your hand much and just move your fingers, but that happens. Now, to get that stretch, I'll have exercises like this. Right, but that is a little bit more advanced, especially the spacing 1 fret in between each finger. If I have you guys do, that could be a little bit much. If you guys want to try that, for now, if you do 5, 7, 9, 11. So you're doing, instead of just your regular chromatic, you adding a fret in between each one, right? That'll give you a little bit more of a stretch, but that is incredibly advanced and very, very difficult to do. So what I started doing is just scaling that back a little bit, all right, and trying to just move your fingers apart. So what I mean by that is, if you just do your 5th fret to your 6th fret, all right, just try, just focus on those 2 fingers, try doing 5 to 7. Now, the goal, obviously, if this whole fret is 7, to get closer to the top of the fret and not drift too far back, closer to 6, because you get that. But if you have to, that's fine. You want to keep this finger down, right? So if you can't, just go to the next fret and try to create as much space as you can. It doesn't even matter if it sounds like this, right? I don't really care for now. It's just pressing and stretching, all right? So now, same deal. Because we want to be safe here. We don't want to overextend. Same deal. 5 to 6. You can keep your first finger down here too, right next to your second. 5 to 6. With your second and your third finger, stretch it up to 5 and 7. This is going to be way more difficult. Make sure you're not flattening your fingers out like that. Still, the tips of your fingers. All right, this one is going to be really, really difficult. All right, that third finger does not have a lot of range of motion and dexterity, but just giving it a try. That does mean if you can only go to the next fret, to the 6th fret, but just giving it stretch, or right on that metal bar, however far you can make it, that's all that matters. And then the same thing, 5 to 6, third finger and pinky, and see if you can get that 5 to 7. Right? All right, just starting there, you guys are gonna feel a little bit in here. This is gonna get incredibly tired. This is another exercise that when you guys are doing it, you don't have to worry. It's just like it's muscle. It's kind of like a muscle memory strengthening thing. So this isn't something that you have to think about when you are playing something that requires a little bit more of a stretch. So I want you guys to try that, but I want you to be safe. If it's too difficult reaching up here, just do it on the bottom string. This has a little bit less of a reach. Remember, for this, you're not gonna be able to do it unless you guys use the pinching method, all right, not the grip, the pinch, all right? Gotta get some space down under the guitar neck, all right, and gotta have a little bit better technique, I guess, with your left hand. So try it, let me know how it goes, and I will see you guys soon.